interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you the latest episode of Across the Board. Effects of listening to this podcast may include being educated on a random topic, shock, hysterical laughter, and an overwhelming feeling of wanting to subscribe to future episodes. This episode will start momentarily.
Welcome to episode 27 of Across the Board. No, I'm
Across the board.
Something happened today that made me think of today's topic.
Okay. What happened?
I was just listening to somebody ramble on and on and on about stories, which I'm pretty sure are all fake.
Mm-hmm.
And so it got me thinking about really how many people tell the truth on a day-to-day.
Not that many, I don't think.
Like, honestly, I feel like the vast majority of people just tell bullshit stories just to, I don't know, hype themselves up, make themselves feel better or something.
Like internally or externally?
No, like externally to people, just to try to show off.
What would you say though? Like,
People do it all the time.
What is the biggest lie we tell every day? That's like known. When someone asks you how you're doing, people say, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Which is like one of the biggest lies people tell.
Well, and I'm fine usually means I'm not, but, you know.
No, I mean, that's not true.
If you're doing good, you say, I'm good, thank you.
I
If
would
you
say
I'm fine,
I
that's
say I'm
kinda
doing
like,
well.
Well, yeah, but when people say I'm fine, that's typically like, I'm not okay whatsoever, but let's get through this.
Isn't that life though? Like
Kind
an
of.
everyday occurrence.
Kind of.
I'm just fine.
I'm fine. I'm getting by.
I'm getting by, exactly.
No, I'm talking about more specifically like people that just lie straight through their teeth and make up stories about shit that happened and
Interesting.
or that exaggerate what actually did happen.
Yes, that is very
Like-
true. I've realized that. I've noticed that
That
when people
everybody-
do that too.
Well, not everybody, but
Not
a
every,
lot
yeah.
of people.
I'm just saying in certain situations when someone's exaggerating the truth,
Yeah.
I've seen it.
No, and it drives me nuts because I'm like, dude, you don't have to lie.
It's
Like,
not that
just-
serious. Yeah.
It's not just not that serious, but it's also you're telling a bullshit story that's supposed to make you seem like cool or whatever. But to me, you just look like more of a douchebag.
Yeah. Kind of.
But then that also got me thinking, and it goes into this podcast episode I was listening to, is like how you have to hunt for the truth these days. And it's not even like with people, just like in general.
With everything.
Like, for example, what's happening in the news with whatever, depending on, you know, you hear a story, let's say it's on, name a network, Fox, CNN, ABC, NBC, whatever. You literally have to go looking for the facts of the story because a lot of times they'll only report part of it.
Yeah.
To fit their narrative, right? Like, for example, I still to this day do not know what the hell's going on with these immigration raids.
I don't either.
I don't know so the funny thing is we're hearing from the government that they're only going after criminals. But then you're hearing from people
That they're going
that they're just
for
picking
everyone.
up everybody.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, which one is it? Because obviously both can't be true. Now, I know they've said that if they go after a criminal and they find other people who are undocumented, they're going to pick them up too.
Right.
But I mean,
What is the
granted-
vast majority?
Yeah, what's the actual target? Like, are they like, so for example, I know that there were stories that they were going to Home Depots, there's videos of them, whatever. But were they going to Home Depot because they
There was
had
someone that was there
that had a criminal history that was
record
there?
or something. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I
Like,
don't
I don't know. But you're never gonna find the truth because everybody lies.
Yeah.
And in their case, I somewhat understand it because they're making money off of the lies. You know, they're selling the story, they're selling the articles, they're getting the clicks, they're getting the whatever,
Yeah.
the viewers. But at the same time, it's like,
Give people the truth.
give people the truth. Like, what happened to actually reporting just the facts?
Well, I think reporting just the facts would maybe appease a lot of people and there wouldn't be all this like division. Right?
But
because
I think the division's by design.
that's what I'm saying. Is maybe they're doing that because they want to keep it that way.
Because look at, like, realistically speaking, how much does government get away with while we're distracted with shit? You know what I mean?
We don't even know, because I'm sure a
'Cause we
lot,
don't know-
but we
well-
have no idea.
And you know, like the crazy part is there are votes that happen at like 2 a.m. in Congress, and it's like nobody knows about it because
Yeah.
at 2 a.m. everybody's either asleep, or even if it was like some kind of a crazy groundbreaking bill that they just passed, what's going to happen is the next morning there's going to be some bullshit to report on about how, I don't know, freaking white dude shot a black guy or a Mexican got arrested at a Home Depot. It's like they're so obsessed with this like the racial division stories that everything else is just thrown aside.
Yeah.
And the things that actually matter, nobody's hearing about. Like I remember at one point, I can't remember when this was. I think it was like 3 years ago or something. There was like a breaking news story about, I think it was like one of the Kardashians.
Okay.
And it was literally like considered breaking news. And I'm like, well, why is that such an important story to air right now? There's a million other things going on.
You know, when it comes to things like that, I don't even pay attention because I think it's just so useless. And I don't understand how, like you said, that's breaking news versus everything else that's going on in the world that actually matters.
Well,
you know?
and then, so similarly, like right on that same thing, right? You can have things happening here at home that are big deals, whether it's government stuff, whether it's financial stuff, whether it's stock markets, whatever. But everybody's obsessed with what's happening in either Israel, Gaza, Iran, or some other country. Granted, we should care about other people, but at the same time, we need to start worrying about ourselves a little bit more. Look, I understand. We can worry about both. But instead of a shit ton of college students protesting what's happening in the Middle East, maybe they should be protesting the fact that college tuition is insanely high. The cost of living is insanely high. The cost of housing is insanely high.
Absolutely. The cost of everything.
Or the
is
fact
insanely
that
high. Like,
they're in a college that they're taking out loans for, and by the time they get out of that college, they're going to be paying that loan for God knows how long. They're not going to be able to buy a house. All this stuff. That's stuff that you should protest.
here's the thing, though. Honestly, I think a lot of them don't even realize that getting a college degree isn't an end all. Like, it doesn't.
Not anymore.
Like, yeah, that whole, you work really hard, you get a degree, and then you find a really good job. Have you seen the job market recently? Like,
I think that get a college degree is the biggest lie we've ever been sold on. And I think it's because with that lie, they sold loans. I think that's what it comes down to.
yes and no. I mean, for me, it's given me some benefit with the job that
I'm not
I'm
saying
in
it's
now.
complete bullshit, but I'm saying I feel like that was a thing. So you know how they say that the American dream is to, buy a home and blah, 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 start a family.
Yeah.
Well, that was also part of a sales gimmick for banks to be able to loan you money to buy a home.
Yeah.
Because like back in the day, people, like way back in the day, people weren't borrowing copious amounts of money to buy a home. So the banks weren't making as much money. But then once that became the American dream, that's what you should strive for. That's what your goal in life is. All of a sudden people were like, oh, I don't care. A house is $1 million. I'll take out a loan for 800,000 of it.
Not knowing that they're going to really struggle.
Well, and how many people are house poor?
Yeah. Oh my God, so many.
There's not everybody, but there's so many people that will buy a home and then can't even keep up with the repairs because they're
you kind of
to
forget,
paycheck.
like when you're renting, you have all that, maintenance and all that stuff taken care of for you. But when you own a house, you're paying
Everything.
for all of that, all the repairs,
Everything.
refurbishment, any type of changes that you want to make, property tax, like
Gardeners, water,
there's
irrigation, pools.
so many things that you
everything.
need to worry about when you have your own home. Granted, yes, I would love to own a home one day, but do I really want all that responsibility and to shell out all that money?
I don't mind the responsibility, but the thing is it should come at a time when you're comfortable
Absolutely.
doing that.
I don't want to own a home and that's all I have.
Well,
that's
and-
the only thing I'm worried about, paying for that and not being able to enjoy anything else.
But that's exactly the problem. There are people that see that as, okay, I can now afford to buy a house, but that's all they can afford.
Yeah.
You should not be in that position. You shouldn't be. You should not empty every last dollar that you have out of the bank to be able to buy a house. You should have something left over. You should have living expenses. You should have emergency funds. You should still be able to enjoy yourself and live your life.
Yeah.
obviously everybody's a little different. Some people are like, nope, I have a house. I never want to go out. I just sit at home and I have my dinners here. Great. Granted, that's for you. But a lot of people, especially in Los Angeles,
They'd like to go out and do
people
things.
have a nightlife. People want to go out. People want to be with their friends. They want to go to dinners. They want to go to a bar, whatever. They forget that once you buy a house, your expenses are increased. Just because it's funny because like people will be like, oh, well, yeah, if I put X amount down, then my mortgage is going to be the same as my rent.
You know,
Yes.
that goes kind of hand in hand with having a child. Right? Different situation.
To a certain extent.
Different situation, but I think a lot of people, you know, it's great to want children and to have them, but they cost a lot.
Just to be clear, we're not hating on anybody that has children.
Of course not. But they cost a lot. And I think a lot of people don't realize that until they're in it, that's where all your money's going, you know? And
But
it's
that's
just really
that's
difficult.
a little different.
Yeah.
Because there's a difference between, you know, having a kid and then buying a house.
Of course, no, I'm not saying the same thing, but I'm saying that being able to like go out and spend money is similar to owning a house and having to pay for your house and not being able to do other things.
But one of them is more of a want.
Yeah.
And the other one is literally ingrained in our DNA. It's an instinct to have, to procreate, to bring on the next generation. You could still have a shelter without owning a home, without owning property.
Yeah.
You could still have shelter. I mean, it's slightly different. I don't even know how we got on this.
Sorry.
I was talking about how people bullshit their way through life and, you know, how lies and all
It
that
happens.
stuff.
It happens.
So another lie, maybe a lie, maybe not. I'm having a hard time with it. We were told for months about how the Epstein files were going to be released and how, you know, there's a client list and all this other stuff. And then all of a sudden,
Who told us this?
the Trump administration. And then all of a sudden, there's no client list. There's nothing to be released. But here's the funny thing. That announcement came right after the whole Puff Daddy, Diddy, the diddler, whatever you want to fucking call him, whatever his trial ended, and he was found innocent of the most serious charges. It was almost like a day or two later, all of a sudden I was like, oh, no, there's no client list. There's nothing going on. There's nothing to release. But then, like, the timing of it is strange, A. B, we've heard for years now that there were people that have been in the house that have said, yeah, I saw monitors with cameras hidden in every bedroom, in the bathrooms and whatever. So
gross.
aside from a client list, there's going to be videos as well. What happened to all the videos? Were they all just destroyed when he was arrested?
Are you surprised though? I'm not surprised. Do people actually think we're going to see that stuff? I mean,
I know we're not, but I thought we'd get at least a little bit of like, oh yeah, there were tapes, but we found out that they were destroyed by some shoddy fucking work, whatever. You know what I mean?
no, because whoever is saying that was also involved.
So here's the crazy
I would
part.
say.
That motherfucker was so connected.
Yeah.
He was so I mean, it's insane. The first time he got arrested on child sex charges, they let him go. I think it was like house arrest or something stupid like that. It was like, dude, like, how connected is this guy? And then the second time he was arrested, they didn't even, I think they tried to let him go, but then somebody like started poking around too much, some sheriff or it was like it was somebody started poking around a lot, and they're like, well, hold on, we got to do something with this guy. But that's how well connected he was. Like, I mean, you know, when they talk about like the flight logs and who was going to the island, this is another thing too. I don't think the flight logs, I think the flight logs don't mean shit. I think this is the equivalent of, to bring up a recent example, who was going to Diddy parties and then who was going to the after parties, the freak offs. You know what I mean? So there were probably a shit ton of people going to Epstein's island, but I don't think all those people were involved in the weird, crazy shit that he was doing.
But what did he have there? Why were they
It was
going
his own
there?
private island. He was a fucking billionaire with a private island. I mean, who wouldn't you go? If I met some dude,
If you knew all that stuff, though, I wouldn't.
I'm not saying if
Like,
you knew
oh.
that stuff. I know there were some people that apparently still hung out with him even after the allegations came out. If I didn't know any of that stuff, if nothing had been, if it wasn't after the first arrest, whatever, it was before that, and I met some crazy rich dude, and he's hanging out with like politicians and fucking CEOs, and he's like, hey, I have a private island. I got my private jet waiting at the airport. Why don't you come party with us? I'm like, fuck yeah, we're going. We're going. I'm going.
I don't know. I don't think I would.
Maybe it's different because you're a girl.
I don't know. Yeah, that's probably.
I'm looking at it as like, oh, I can meet some influential people.
Network and all that
well,
stuff.
not like necessarily network, but yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I would say like get hooked up with influential people. Like, because I'm not looking at it as like a corporate event. You know what I mean?
Sorry, I'm corporate world
Yeah,
lingo.
you're in corporate mode.
Yeah,
But
still.
you know what I'm saying though? It's like I would look at it as like, okay, well, if I meet this CEO and this politician, whatever, I might be able to get my foot in the door, and all of a sudden I'm hanging out with wealthy people all day. That's the way I'd be looking at it. But if I had heard the allegation, even if he was found innocent, if I had heard an allegation that this dude was trafficking, or even not even trafficking, but whatever he was doing with underage girls, I would stay I would stay as far away from him as possible.
Absolutely.
You would think that would be the case with everybody, but apparently, allegedly, there were some big time CEOs, Bill Gates,
Who are just as gross as he is.
who hung out with him several times after that initial allegation came out. So either
I can't help but think that these people are also doing the same thing. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me.
well, and I think it's funny because I said this from the very beginning, and I don't think anybody agrees with me, but I think Diddy was the Epstein equivalent to the entertainment industry. Like, I think Epstein was with the politicians and the influential people that just have a voice when it comes to anything. And Diddy was that same thing for the entertainment industry, for the
And he was still found
musicians
innocent.
sorry?
And he was still found innocent.
On most of it.
Yeah. Is he out of jail now? Do you know?
I don't know if his sentencing happened yet. But
Should have been rotting in there.
I mean, you know what's going to happen is he's probably going to get house arrest or something
Yeah.
stupid, probation, or they're going to give him time served. I'm sure they're going to give him time served for whatever, and then some bullshit slap on the wrist. Maybe they'll fine him a little something.
Like,
Not
that
that it
matters,
matters. Yeah,
right?
not that it
That matters.
He's printing money, the motherfucker.
Seriously.
Again, all this is alleged.
Allegedly.
But here's where I'm a little like kind of in defense of certain things is I feel like if that was happening, like when it comes to Diddy, I think that if that was happening on a regular basis, I think that you have too many people who are looking for attention hanging out with him, celebrities, up and coming musicians, whatever, that somebody would have said something before. Like, I know that there's been a couple of people that came forward. They're like, oh yeah, this guy was blah, blah, blah. I feel like there would have been a lot of people if...
You don't think there's NDAs in place for all this stuff?
Yeah, but...
I'm pretty sure every single person that has any kind of communication with him would sign an NDA.
Okay, if I'm somebody that's trying to get my foot in the industry, get my foot in the door in the industry, I really have nothing.
Right.
I have nothing to be sued for. I don't have a house. I probably don't even have a car because I sold everything in Massachusetts and moved to LA to try to get discovered, right? And then I go and I hang out with Diddy.
Okay.
And he makes me sign an NDA. And I wake up the next morning and I don't remember shit, but my asshole hurts. I'm talking. I don't care. I'm suing the fuck out of this guy.
But you don't know what happened.
I can only assume.
You can only assume, but also, hear me out. You don't have anything to your name, right? You're there. Whatever happened to you happened to you.
Nobody's going to believe you.
Okay. One, no one's probably going to believe you.
Yeah.
Okay. Second, you're dealing with one of the most powerful people in the world.
Maybe.
Do you think that, like, just realistically, what are you going to do?
I think
that's the sad part is, what are you going to do?
I think you're kind of right. Because the other thing of it too is you don't want to embarrass yourself.
Like
even if you know
you're
what
gonna
happened.
even like if those things happen to you, and it's as shitty and as sad as it is, no one's gonna believe you because they're gonna say, well, you're just trying to get money out of this,
And
or
that's probably what he also told people.
yeah,
Yeah, you could tell whoever you want,
because
but you're
he's
going to embarrass
influential
yourself.
and he's powerful and he's gonna have backup like there's no other. You know what I mean? Like,
and like he's going to say, you could tell whoever you want. Nobody's going to believe you.
Yeah.
You're going to look stupid, and I'm going to walk away.
with all the money that he has, he doesn't care.
And he said, who knows how many people he paid off?
Oh my gosh. Well,
Who knows
absolutely.
how many people he paid off?
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? But look, again, at the same time, nobody really knows what happened. I'm just going to say that I think he's guilty of everything that has been reported about him. But again, that's my personal opinion.
Yeah.
Anything that has been reported is obviously alleged. I'm not trying to get sued by anybody, but it's not like anybody fucking listens to this stuff. If we had a couple, even if we had 10,000 listeners, I'd be concerned. But at the end of the day,
These are your thoughts. These are what your
these are
feelings
my thoughts. But
so.
also, I've come to realize that you can't. Going back to what we were saying is, you can't believe anything anymore unless you've witnessed it with your own eyes. It's even
if you do
now,
witness it with your own eyes, people won't believe you, or you can't say anything. Like it's just
no. My point, even now with AI videos, even shit that you see with your own eyes, it's a video. Before, it was only Photoshop was always around, so pictures were like, maybe it's a picture, it's a Photoshop, and then videos, it was like maybe they edited a short little video, but if you watch like a 5-minute video, you're like, okay, that really happened. Now I can't even believe videos anymore because I don't know
if it's real or AI.
what's real, what's edited, and then at the same time, everything's taken out of context.
Yeah.
How many times have there been videos of whatever, something that happened where somebody conveniently started recording at the exact moment where it makes one person look bad versus the other?
Yeah, I never believe those. It's just you can't have that perfect of timing. But
and obviously, like, a lot of it's like body cam footage from cops and stuff like that. Obviously, I'm not defending cops or what they do. There's obviously bad seeds.
Yeah.
I don't think that all cops are evil and that they're all trying to freaking hunt people down. But it just kind of sucks when every so often, and we've seen, and the funny thing is these are the cases that never blow up. I don't know if you've seen. I've seen videos where it was like this whole big thing, and they're like, "Oh, this cop shot this unarmed black dude," blah 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 blah. And you get a video from somebody that was there that recorded the video from their cell phone, and it looks really bad, and you're like, "Wow, that cop really did screw it up." And then the police department releases the full body cam footage, and you're like, "No, this was totally justified."
Yeah.
So it's
but the damage is already done at that point.
The damage is done, but it's like, my point is if you didn't have that second side, if you didn't have video from the other side of it, then that cop would have probably been in prison with the way the laws are nowadays, because somebody decided to edit a video that they shot and make it look bad for the cop.
That should not be allowed.
The news does it every day.
That's crazy.
The news does it every day. There were so many videos.
How's that even legal? Like
during so there's actually somebody compiled, because obviously the media for whatever reason was fucking very hung up and trying to get Trump not elected.
Right.
Somebody had compiled, I think it was like 20 or 30 different instances, maybe even more, of where the media either outright lied and then silently like pulled it back, where it was like a published article or something, and they didn't publish an apology or a, hey, there's a correction to this article we posted. They edited the posting on their website at the very bottom, small print that said, "Oh, as of this date, new information came to light that this was not actually accurate." And nobody's going to go back to that original article and read it again because you already read it.
Yeah.
Or they took videos and they cut them so that it just looked like he was saying something really bad. I mean, listen, the guy talks a lot. He doesn't know when to shut the fuck up. I'm the first one to say that. But at the same time, you can't just take a video and cut it to make it look like he's ranting some racist shit when the entire video is really telling the story. It's like the entire video is him saying, well, this happened or that happened or whatever. And then the clip that they want to show is him just saying like, you know, what was it, that one thing that he said about, he said something about like immigrants that were rapists and something. And basically they twisted it around. They cut the video so that it sounded like he was just calling all immigrants rapists and criminals. And they ran with that whole thing. And to this day, people are still like, oh, yeah, he called immigrants rapists and criminals. Like, no, he didn't.
That shouldn't be allowed on any level, honestly.
But especially if you're like a national news network. I think that if you're a national news network and you get caught blatantly trying to bullshit people, there should be some kind of repercussion.
I agree.
Maybe a little fine. The FCC can fine people all day long for other stuff. I mean, if a
but that
TV network,
doesn't that
it doesn't fit the narrative.
Mess also with like freedom of speech and like the freedom to do what you want.
They're still free to say it. They just got to pay if they're going to lie.
So consequences
for you. But that's the thing is anybody can say whatever the fuck they want.
It's just the consequences that you have to deal with saying.
If I get on a plane, I can freely get on a plane and say it's not like I'm going to blow this thing up, and I'm very free to say that. The consequences, I'm probably going to get dragged off the plane. I'm going to put on a no-fly list. I can scream fire in a crowded theater. Nobody's going to stop me from doing that. But what's going to happen is there's a consequence of that. The same way I can walk up to some huge fucking dude on the street and be like, you're a piece of shit, and I bet you can't hit me. I'm free to say that all day long. Consequence, I'm probably going to get knocked out. I mean...
Yeah, for sure.
It's not, nobody's limiting the speech. Yeah. Nobody's saying they can't publish what they want to publish.
You just want them to have consequences.
I just want them to be accountable for the shit that they say. And it doesn't matter who it's about. I don't care who it's about. Like it's ridiculous that news stations, and again, on both sides, there are also very conservative news stations that say some shit where you're like, that doesn't sound right.
They're probably just kicking back some money to the government as well. So,
well, I think it's just it's they're turning themselves almost into social media. So like if you look at like Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, whatever, any social media, it gives you more of what you want. And that's what news stations have started doing. Like
your preferences pretty much, or what you watch.
Like, and you know, the algorithms are set for you, right? So it knows that you like fucking dog videos. So it's going to give you more dog videos because you're going to engage for a longer period of time. Yeah. Well, I think that's what news stations are starting to do now, is instead of saying, we're just going to report the story, well, we know that our viewer base is 70% conservative. So we're going to report more conservative, pro-conservative stuff. Yeah. And we're going to make liberals look fucking batshit crazy. And that's what happens.
Yeah. Or vice versa.
Or vice versa. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm not holding it to one party or the other, or one group or the other, whatever. It's unfortunately, that's what we've come to, where the only way to make money is by keeping people engaged longer as viewers. And the only way to do that is by just spoon feeding them the shit they want to see.
I wonder how we made money in the past before all this stuff. You know, like how did it go in the 60s, 70s, 80s, for example? Like,
I don't think greed was as rampant as it is.
You think so? Or
I think
differently.
No, well, here's the thing: is I think that at some point we got completely off the rails. People wanted to be rich. People wanted to have nice things, but then all of a sudden somebody had way too much money, and they were buying stupid expensive things, and then everybody else said, "Well, we want to do that too. How do we do that? Well, we'll just get a little greedy about it. We'll hike up our prices. We'll engage our viewers. We'll do whatever, X, Y, and Z." And all of a sudden...
That's come to everything, though, as of late.
Well, I mean, honestly. Look at during COVID, everything started... What did they call that? It was called shrinkflation, where they started reducing the package sizes or the like the weights or the quantities or whatever, but raising the prices. Yeah. So for the unwitting consumer, you walk into the store and you're like, let me get this box of Lucky Charms that I always get. Oh shit, it went up $1. Well, big deal. I'm still gonna buy it, but it also has 2 ounces less now.
I think that happened with like the Costco paper towels. I'm not
Toilet
sure.
paper.
Toilet
It was
paper.
toilet paper.
Was it?
People got mad.
Where like it was the
People
same
got
amount,
mad.
but like not as many like pieces of paper
It
in
was
the roll.
the same number of rolls, but less sheets per roll.
Yeah, less sheets.
But the price went up too.
Yeah. I can't keep up honestly
The
at
toilet
this point.
paper thing was still fucking wild.
And the water.
The water in the toilet paper.
I mean, water I kind of understand. I do.
You can drink water that doesn't come out of a bottle.
I know,
It's
but like,
possible.
why?
Because you
I'm
think
kidding.
it's the end of the world.
I'm kidding. No, I'm just saying like, you're gonna buy water. We didn't do any of that stuff. Honestly, we didn't buy extra of anything. We're just kind of like, whatever happens is gonna happen, and we'll just deal with
when
it.
we needed toilet paper, we went and who has toilet paper? Oh, you do.
I don't think I
Okay.
stepped into a Costco at all during the pandemic. I was just like, I'm
just
not
crazy.
dealing with the amount of people that are going there and the lines and everything. I was like,
people had lost their fucking minds. People were literally attacking each other in stores over toilet paper.
I'm good. Like,
It's not that serious. Wipe your ass with anything else.
yeah.
Anything else. I mean, instead of worrying about, let me stock up on vitamins and cold medicines and
Dry
shit
food
that
and canned food and
well,
things
not
like
just
that.
like stuff that will
Keep
not just
or
keep,
like
but
help with your health.
help with my health. Exactly. Instead of worrying about that, they're worrying about what am I going to wipe my ass with.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you're not even.
I mean, I guess that's the things we were worried about: drinking water and wiping our ass.
but that is such a first world problem.
It's kind of funny, honestly.
It's sad. People have zero survival instinct.
No, we don't. I think we've talked about this in one of our
I was
other
buying
podcasts.
flashlights, batteries, and fucking like fire starters, and people are buying toilet paper.
I didn't buy anything.
I did.
I think I bought protein bars.
I bought protein bars.
Yeah.
I bought
What else did I? Oh, and for like some frozen stuff.
a few things too. I can't remember what, but yeah, I wasn't worried about buying toilet paper. Was the last of my concern.
I didn't even like. It was just I was just ordering it on Amazon like I would usually order it. Like
yeah, exactly.
you know,
I mean, listen, if push comes to shove,
you got to use whatever you can find at that point.
I've-
Or
listen,
just
I had
wash
to-
your ass.
I had to.
Have
shit.
you washed your ass today?
I had to shit in the forest one day, and I had no toilet paper. I was wearing a long sleeve shirt, so out came the knife and made pieces of the
okay.
shirt, and that's what I wiped my ass with.
I do have a question though.
Yeah.
You knew that you were going to take a dump.
No, I didn't. It came on suddenly.
It came on set, so that's why you weren't able to
Very
grab
suddenly.
toilet paper.
We had toilet paper in the truck.
But you couldn't go to the truck to grab toilet paper? Like, was it that urgent where you
Yes.
couldn't make it to the truck?
Yes.
Oof.
Extremely.
It was diarrhea.
Yes. I didn't even have time to dig the hole.
You diarrheaed in the forest.
Yep, up against a tree.
Did you dig a hole?
No, I didn't have time for the hole.
You literally just shat.
I just shat.
You just shat.
But I did cover it after.
You covered it, but you didn't dig a hole.
But it wasn't buried. No, it was just a mound. It's a surprise
A mound of diarrhea.
Yeah, so if somebody stepped on that
Okay.
mound, I'm sorry.
Interesting.
But that's my point is you do what you got to do.
Yes.
And if you think that the world is ending due to a pandemic, you just do what you got to do.
That is true. Do what you gotta do.
If you got to do the do, you do the do.
You do the doo-doo.
You do. But also, how much information turned out to be bullshit out of that pandemic?
A lot.
Did you see the thing recently about Joe Biden's doctor?
No.
They directly asked Joe Biden's doctor.
Oh, I think you
if
told
he
me
was
about
ever
that.
So they asked if I think it was like, were you ever told to lie about Biden's health?
Mm-hmm. And he was like, plead the fifth or something.
And he just plays the fist. I'm like, that's just fucking guilty. That's
yeah.
You might as well just say I'm
but
guilty.
He's not gonna, or they're not. Whoever the doctor is not going to say anything. You know.
But I
that
mean,
would potentially harm
the
or.
funny thing is though, is the man was clearly having trouble.
Clearly, we know this.
But everywhere you turned, everybody said, no, he's sharp as a tack.
Because they're not going to tell you that the president of the United States has health issues. Like how, like granted, the man we could clearly tell he had
Do
issues.
you
okay?
realize that
But if we had said that to the entire world, how badly do you think that would have been taken?
Not bad at all, because what they could have done if they had half a fucking brain, whoever they are, was year 2, year 3 into the presidency, said Joe Biden is resigning due to health issues, and here's your first black female president, Kamala Harris.
That would have been great.
And if she was president for any amount of time, let's say a year or two, and the world didn't fucking burn, she would have gotten reelected.
She would have
too.
definitely gotten reelected for
They
sure.
missed their chance.
Yeah.
They missed their chance. Instead, they chose to lie and keep it from people.
But
Not
I
even keep
also
it from people,
think-
just lie blatantly to people because it wasn't being kept.
Yeah, I also think that this is just my opinion, but they probably kept him around to use him,
And they were clearly using him.
So, and this,
Did
it's
you
really
see the
sad. Like, honestly, if you really think about it.
So, did you see the thing that they came out that I think it was Ted Cruz talking about this? Apparently, everything that was signed by Biden, every order that was signed by Biden in his last year, was all auto-penned.
Oh,
So they were just doing shit
yeah.
without him.
Knowing or realizing, or not realizing, but like,
Well, just basically not even having a
personally,
say
like,
in it.
yeah.
Yeah. Because I mean, look, I feel bad for the guy. I really do. I think that at his age, he should have just been retired. He should have just been hanging out. But I think that he was just pushed into this for maybe some people's personal gain.
we'll never know.
I mean, his son got out of the whole fucking laptop thing.
Yeah.
The whole Ukraine thing, that went away. He was pardoned. Fauci was pardoned. Everybody was pardoned on his way out by AutoPen.
By AutoPen.
By AutoPen. That's the crazy part. It wasn't even his signature.
By AutoPen.
So the powers that be, whoever
Powers that be.
whoever it was, right? Last second said, "Hey, you know who we should pardon is we should make sure that these people are not part of this political game anymore. Get the fucking AutoPen.
Yeah.
Slide that signature in on that document, and there you go. Those people are pardoned." Mm-hmm. I would be surprised if he even knows that he pardoned those people at this point.
I couldn't tell you.
I mean, his son, he probably knows that.
Yeah.
But like Fauci and all these other people that happened last minute, I don't even think he knows. He probably doesn't even remember who Fauci is at this point. Poor guy. I genuinely feel bad. I really do. Listen, if you've seen anything from Joe Biden from 10, 15, 20 years ago, you know that is not the same man.
No, of course.
That was president.
Of course.
But
Also, they're just attributing that to his age. Man's in his 80s.
but
Like,
I get that, but how does his mentality change so much? How do his values as a person change so much? Getting older, that doesn't make sense to me.
I don't know.
There are certain things that if you believe in something or you believe one way about something for 65 years of your life, I don't think 75 years of your life, whatever, I don't think you're going to change that in the last 5, 10.
Well, I think it's probably
I think he was
due
forced
to what he wanted to do and
I just got to lie straight through my teeth.
how he wanted to proceed. You know what I mean? To be president. I don't know.
Poor guy.
Like,
Poor fucking guy. They really did a number on him.
yeah.
I just think that it's screwed up that his family specifically allowed him to embarrass himself time and time again.
Well, they didn't care, which is so selfish.
But like, how many times did he get on a stage and he's just babbling on? And nobody knows what he's talking about. And it's like, dude, do you not feel bad?
I can
for
say the
this poor
same
guy?
thing for our current chief. Honestly,
He's been saying some dumb shit recently.
in general, like,
But listen, he's always said dumb shit. It's just
and
the
no one
difference
has told him to
now.
stop. Like, shut up.
Now the difference. Well, but here's the other thing too, though, is this is a guy that sees himself as the smartest person in the room.
Oh my god.
He's a narcissist. He's a total narcissist.
Yeah.
So even if his family told him, "Hey, maybe you should stop saying that kind of shit," he's like, "What do you know about this? This is what I do." That's what he's gonna say. He's not somebody that you can. And I've known people like this in my life. This is why I can tell you 100%. This is not somebody that you can tell before he gets up on a stage or goes into a meeting. You can't tell this guy, "Hey, don't mention this or this,"
Yeah.
because he's gonna turn around and be like, "Fuck off! I know exactly what I'm doing. You stay out of it." That's what's gonna happen. Or he's going to turn around and say, you think you know better than me? I've been doing this for 40 years. Because he's been negotiating business deals, whatever.
Just, I guess there's no winning. I don't know.
I don't know. But at the end of the day, I'm just sick of everybody lying about everything. I wish that
there was some truth.
Well, I just wish it wasn't so hard to get to the bottom of something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, whatever it might be. I mean, it could be about fucking ghosts, aliens, Pfizer vaccines. I don't give a fuck what it's about. It's...
Sorry.
You need to do an insane amount of research just to be able to get to the truth instead of just being able to say, oh, I can trust the government or I can trust the news stations or what, whatever the news is telling me must be true. No, the news is telling you what they want their viewers to hear.
Yes.
So they could get more views, more clicks, more airtime, more fucking bullshit, bigger ad dollars. That's all it comes down to.
Whatever makes them more money. Mm-hmm.
That's it. It's literally everything in this country. And maybe in this entire world at this point revolves around money.
Absolutely. We're a
Follow the
capitalistic
dollar.
country.
That's
What what'd you expect? Like,
but regardless of that too, though, it's like, it's everything comes down to follow the money.
yeah.
Like, and this has been going on for decades and decades, but it's so much more blatant now.
Yeah. Speaking of aliens,
Yes.
we were told they exist.
We're told that UFOs are indeed real.
Okay. And then what happened? And it was just like, there was nothing else about it. It was
I think they're waiting.
4.
I think they're giving us small doses. No, I genuinely do. I think my thought on this is that they're slowly introducing the idea to normalize it so that if and when it's like, oh, here are the aliens, it's not a total shock.
But the thing is, I don't think anyone was shocked.
I think people were too concerned with the election and COVID.
Yeah, I think we're just like over it at this. I mean, at least
But it's
I can speak for myself. I was like, okay, like.
But that was the thing. It was perfect timing. You had this whole fucking pandemic going on. You had a crazy election cycle going on. What would have happened if they would have said, if they would have had a congressional hearing where somebody openly said, yes, the government has crashed aircraft and non-human biologics. I think that's the exact phrase he used. If somebody said that pre-2015, we would have been the whole world would have been upside down.
Yeah, that's true.
But there was so much crazier shit happening, and it was like crazy shit was happening every day. Do you remember like 2021, 22?
I was gonna say I didn't realize so much shit went down in like 2 to 3 years.
I wish somebody would make a movie.
Like I'm sure they will in the next couple of decades.
If you just wrote a list,
Yeah.
this list would be pages long because
Yeah.
there was so much insane shit.
I don't even remember everything, but it was just like thinking back on it, I'm like, that was just such a weird time.
Well, so even things that don't seem so crazy, but they really are. Like, for example, I think it was in 2020 when oil futures went negative. Like oil became worthless for a very short amount of time. That is insane. That is absolutely.
Has that ever happened?
No,
Yeah.
It happened once during COVID. Well, maybe it's happened before, but not that I could think of. But my point is like something like that. If it was not during all these other events happening, people would have flipped their fucking minds. Stock market tanked. Fucking billions and trillions of dollars were just erased. And then the government came in and said, oh yeah, we're just going to give everybody loans. Here's some money. People defrauded the government for millions of dollars. All this shit that was happening. Like, and I mean, this was like a daily occurrence. It was like this week, this happened. It was like, oh shit, what happened? This week we found out that, Tiger King went to jail. It's like, like crazy shit was just happening left and right. And we look back on it, and the only things we really remember are Joe Biden, Donald Trump, COVID, kind of Dr. Fauci, that fucking asshole. I can't.
It was a great time for shows, though.
It was a great time
Honestly.
because
Yeah.
they had a captive audience. People
Yeah.
couldn't go anywhere. You know what I mean? So it was to crank out all the best shows, keep the viewers watching.
Yeah. I do miss that aspect of it, though.
I also miss the no traffic.
The no traffic was great. Do you remember we used to like So our version of like going out at that time was grabbing a coffee and then just driving around.
Well, because you couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah, you couldn't do anything.
Drive-throughs
And we were just like, we're so sick of being at home. We're just like drive somewhere,
Yeah.
you know?
Well,
We were so excited about it.
I was getting out of the house. I wasn't that excited about it.
Yeah, you were working outside of the house every single day. I was working from home and couldn't go anywhere.
I think that's why I was so cynical about the whole COVID thing. It's because I was like, dude, I'm working. I'm meeting people all day long. You're telling me that we're going to fucking kill grandma if we don't wear a mask. But I'm out here. I'm talking to people. I'm meeting people. We're shaking hands.
But also, we didn't know a lot at that point. We were all scared. And
yeah, but at the same time, maybe just based on the information we have today, we should not be doing X, Y, and Z. A couple of weeks down the line. Well, the information that we now have due to ongoing research is that we're probably safe to do X, Y, and Z, but we should still be cautious about it.
that happened, but like it took a while for that to happen.
No, the only thing that happened was they said, you're going to get COVID. You're going to transfer it. You remember when the Biden White House said whoever's not vaccinated is in for a harsh winter of death and something or sickness?
Yeah.
I'm like, dude. The only way you could do anything is if you took a vaccine. And then the only way you could do anything is if you took a booster. And it's like, come on.
Yeah.
Seriously? If you get the vaccine, you won't transmit COVID and you won't get COVID.
Wrong.
Wait, we're sorry. If you get the vaccine, you won't transmit COVID, but you could still get it. Or the other way around. You won't get it, but you could still transmit it. Oh, if you get the vaccine,
How does
sorry.
that even work?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But then it was, if you take the vaccine, you're going to get and transmit COVID just like anybody else. But if you take the booster, you'll be safe. Oh, wait, you took that booster. Sorry, that was last year's version. You got to take the new version. It's like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
It was all bullshit. And again, follow the fucking money.
Yeah.
What companies made billions of dollars off of this
And
stuff?
so many people lost their jobs
Yeah,
because they
people
were
were
getting
fired for no
vaccinated
reason.
because they didn't want to put an unknown vaccine into their body. You know?
My body, my choice.
No, that didn't apply.
That did not apply.
So,
Look, and I'm not against vaccines.
yeah, I'm not either.
I'm not against people taking medicine. I'm not against people doing whatever the hell they want.
But leave it up to
But
them.
again, whatever
You know?
they want.
Yeah.
Don't force people to do anything. That's like me running around and forcing people to take vitamins because, you're going to be healthier if you take vitamins. Like, no. Let them take vitamins if they want. If they
Yeah.
don't want to, then fuck, that's up to them. I don't know. I mean, you can say the same thing about, because what people's argument is going to be is, well, if people weren't taking the vaccine, there'd be more sick people in the hospitals and they would be clogging up the hospital rooms. Well, yeah, but also if people keep eating burgers, they're going to be in the hospitals because they're obese, diabetic, heart disease, fucking whatever, you name it, right?
Yeah.
Well, then maybe we should stop people from eating burgers.
I mean, there is an obesity pandemic.
I think it's an epidemic. I don't know if
Epidemic,
it's
sorry, not
not,
pandemic.
Yeah, it's
Wrong
very
choice of words.
local to the United States.
In the United States, obviously, you know.
Yeah, but
But no one's really talking about it.
well, but
like
that's
that.
the thing is they should be, because I thought the government had our best interest in mind.
And they don't care.
Well,
Please.
even like right now with fucking RFK, it's like, yeah, he's banning certain things, he's doing certain things, but I'm like, dude, I thought you were gonna come in and actually get rid of all the chemical bullshit that's in our food. I thought the way he was talking,
It is all bullshit. I do not believe anything. If people are really sitting there and believing the words that are coming out of these people's mouths, rude awakening, these people don't care about you. They will never care about you.
I get that part, but at the same time, I wasn't looking at these people like politicians. You know what I mean? If it's a politician saying something, granted, 100%
But
bullshit.
they are, though.
But they really weren't prior to this.
Doesn't matter. They are politicians now. Like,
But
that's
like RFK was not a politician until he ran for president.
Yeah, but he's in a family that was surrounded by
So
this
he's
stuff
guilty
his
by
entire
association?
life. Pretty much.
That's kind of fucked up.
I mean, pretty much.
I mean, maybe
He
I don't
knows
know.
the system. He knows how everything works.
Maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
You know, like he's not a stupid man. He
No,
knows. He
clearly
knows.
not. He's gotten this far in life.
Yeah. So they're gonna promise you certain things, but they rarely ever deliver.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I don't know.
I just wish that people wouldn't just. I'm telling you, I wish that people, not people specific, people are gonna lie through their teeth. Anyway. Yeah, it's fucking annoying, but you know what? It's one person talking to a room full of people. Who gives a fuck? But when you're dealing with nationwide broadcasts from news networks, it's like, dude, at least have a little pride in what you do. Have a little bit have a bit of a conscience to where you're not just blatantly lying or twisting things. You're supposed to be held as a serious organization. But your whole job is to tell the truth and report the news, but you can't do that. So how the fuck am I supposed to take you seriously? I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of hearing a report about, oh, this and this happened and people are being kidnapped off the streets. Kidnapped is not the right word for a federal government agency doing their job and arresting people who are undocumented. As fucked up as it is in certain situations, I don't agree with people being plucked off of job sites.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's law enforcement doing their job and enforcing the law. So you can't call it kidnapping. And I don't care how many people that pisses off. That's my view on it.
Yeah.
Again, I have my own view and my own thing, but don't call it kidnapping if it's not. Yes, it's fucked up, but it's not kidnapping. So stop with the clickbait. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm getting at.
Well, that's how they're making money.
It's rampant though. It's everywhere. Everybody clickbait. Fucking TikTok creators.
Oh, yeah.
Instagram peoples and whatever the Insta fucks and the whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's rampant. Everybody's just after a click. I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's end this before I get too ranty. Maybe I have been. I don't know. Thank you for tuning in to episode 27 of Across the Board. I know we took a couple of weeks off, but things have been busy, so hopefully we'll be back on the regular schedule.
Thank you guys for listening.
Thank you, and till next time.
Bye.